So, I mean, I have, you know, okay, I'm an uber geek. I have stuff on my shelf like the Travels of Marco Polo, and I've actually read it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, Arabic. I have Arab Seafaring, which talks about the trade with Europe from the Arab point of view, and I have books on the Spice Islands and the spice trade and the influence of Europeans on the cultures of Indonesia and such. When we oh, pepper, yeah, let's take that back. Cinnamon, well, we'll take some of that too. And oh, tea, yes, we'll definitely have some of that. So and you know, we have the luxury now of looking back 500 years and saying, you know, maybe that wasn't quite so right. But for the people at that time, you also have to understand, for the people at that time, if you want to write realistically how they would act at that time, you cannot impose 21st century morality on a 15th century person, because that's not how they thought.
Yeah.
You know, they really believed, you know, people were X, Y, and Z. You know, you're a Protestant, not a Catholic. Obviously, you must be burned at the stake, you know, because you're a heathen. You know, I mean, yes. Do we look back at that now, going, what? What's the problem with that? But back then, it was a major problem.
How dare you wear orange on St. Patrick's Day?
Absolutely. I nearly got mugged in Glasgow for wearing green on the day of the Battle of Boyne.
Oh.
Why? It was raining, I had left my jacket, I bought a raincoat, put it on, and all of a sudden like 5 thugs came up at me, and I looked at them and went, hi guys, what's up? And they go, oh, you're a Yank. I said, well, man, we're going to tell you something. It's probably not a good day to be wearing that. And I'm like going, well, what's the problem? He goes, oh, you're not familiar. And he gave me the quick story, and I'm like going, let me take this off right now. That might be a good idea.
Orange in Dublin on that day.
Yeah, orange in Dublin would have been also really a dumb choice.
Well, let's wrap up. Rich, you said you wanted to plug a website.
I do want to plug a website real quick. It's called Folk Text. It's on the it's at University of Pittsburgh's website. What it is, they have done an etymology of folk tales. Like, you can look up Cinderella, and it will have not only Cinderella, the groom's tale, but every version of Cinderella for any country that has a Cinderella type folk tale. And you'll see, like, the Swan Princess is not European, it actually comes from China. But, you know, Europeans have their own version, and Africa has its own version of and then the Selkie, which is a Swan Princess, only with seals up in Scotland, and they tie them all together so you can see how folk tales are, as you mentioned, very universal.
It's based on the universal human conditions, which are forced on us by nature. And physiology, weather.
It's called Folk Text.
University of Pittsburgh.
University of Pittsburgh.
Here's one thing. There is an ongoing project, the development of Klingon folk tales and legends. There's a bunch of academics that are getting into that, as well as Klingon prehistory, Klingon religion, etc., etc. It's the result of the Klingon language being developed.
Well, thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.